remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? Hey, hand me the water glass, will you? No, wait, let me just reach over.
When did the color fade from these lampshades? That's why we liked them in the first place.
Oh, you remember the
No
color?
point in wiping this dust. What would it help?
I don't know, it would do
I
something.
used to stack books I was currently reading in here. Sometimes there were as many as 5. We weren't good at housekeeping, always focusing on other aspects of our life together. But the dust does stand out a lot more when Serena's suddenly not here. I'll dust it off some other time.
We're gonna look at this again.
The radiant cover image on this one, hardly much consolation. These girls look quite adventurous.
Doing more research, dear?
I needed some incentive to go check them. Something good left in this world. They still make covers like this. Erotic. I don't sleep well with. There are no monsters under the. Actually, I think we seem to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by.
Oh, okay.
Everything around here is so familiar. Everybody thinks that living out in the middle of a dark, dense forest is so romantic. Nothing but you and nature. Serena and I thought so too, once. That is, until the loneliness kicked in. Why did we choose this place? We were both so young and spontaneous. Why did we suddenly decide we should let our love wither away in a still life?
I don't know.
Sunlight is so bright here. And up there's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw.
So many stuff.
How could I possibly forget the color of her hair like that? Even for a moment.
I don't know.
She was my girl with the sun in her hair. What's happened to me?
I don't know. You've become incredibly boring.
I liked to watch her comb her hair before she came to bed. But that was so long ago. At some point, I just stopped. She also had a brush. I never noticed it before, but there's a tiny crack in it. Well, it's a hairline fracture. I still remember when this thing smelled of fresh paint. How did I miss everything getting dinkier and more worn? We should have renewed our life somehow, but money was always so tight. The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look. Proust wrote all his life about the associative power of tastes and smells. He spent his last years in retreat from the world, though, writing in a cork-lined bedroom. It's too tangy, too poignant. Brings it all back.
You want to remember.
Do I even matter to you anymore? Do you even notice anything I do? How I look? How I smell?
Oh, the music's back.
She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural? How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again.
Well, it helps every now and
The
then.
smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit.
What
She
lies?
probably left it here just to spite me.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Why?
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Why?
Why torture myself trying to remember?
I don't know. You're the main character of this game.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
I noticed. You haven't thought strength this entire game.
I hate her so much.
Why? Now you're just confusing.
All of this, I couldn't care less about
Okay,
this
so...
damn thing.
Is she dead?
I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life. High blood pressure. What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper
so
you
he's
like a
remembering
baby.
more and more that it was
Fine, I
getting
hope you
worse
have
and
a great,
worse.
lonely time at the hospital.
I torture myself trying to remember.
I don't know.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Oh. I wonder if he's going through the, stages of grief. There was, denial, bargaining, anger.
Guess I could have thanked that heartless slut at least
Ooh.
once whenever she covered up her body. No, this isn't like me. I must calm down.
Yeah.
If anyone is to be blamed, that's me.
Well, maybe not, but you should.
This
be.
ugly old thing makes me feel sick.
Why?
How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Always fixing her hair before bed.
Yeah, she's probably dead. And you're just going through
Doting
grief.
on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care.
Yeah, angry.
All
That's
she
one of the
cared
things.
about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine?
Well,
I hate her so much.
why?
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship,
Really, what
they're
is
all
this?
lies.
How do I say any of this? And then you toppled us.
Come on, that's a nice. Look at that nice poem. And this stuff for some reason. And don't forget pants. Okay. Oh, this stuff.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless she was the one who left.
I don't know.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying? I'm too upset to I hate her. All of this. I couldn't care less
don't get
about
it.
this damn thing.
Why is there a freaking Cthulhu over there waiting for asylum? Why? Is that their friend who like makes videos? Alright, we're gonna go look at the picture again. Maybe she like looks like an evil person now. Ugh, she looks sad.
Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my
Why
throat.
is it being so mean?
She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times. Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
Eek.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited. If she were here, I'd rub salt into her wounds, all right, just like she's rubbed salt into
What the
mine.
heck is going on?
I'm too upset to even think straight.
I noticed.
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a...
Need to talk.
We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I hate her so much.
Can we open the thing then? Can we open this? We finally opened it.
Her jewelry box. What is it doing here?
I don't know.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us.
Oh, dang.
We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense, and the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on and on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give.
My goodness.
It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength.
You had strength to open it.
All of these pathetic souvenirs
I sit here
from
on
our
I know.
relationship. They're all
Okay, what was with
I
the
couldn't
jewelry
care.
box?
I torture myself trying to remember.
Where was the jewelry box? 'Cause there was something about that. Seems like it's getting darker. I'm not gonna look at those paintings. They creep me out.
All the real color faded from it long ago. Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena.
Oh wait,
all right.
what? This changes?
Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán.
What is going on?
What was it? Machlara?
Different poems?
Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Danann.
This is so
Too
weird.
upset to even think straight.
I know.
I hate her so much.
So you're in anger. I don't know what's after that, but I think we're getting close to the end. Can I open this?
I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me?
Well, there's probably a body in there.
All of these
All
pathetic
these pants.
souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this stupid lamp destroy my marriage?
It was you, lamb.
I will fix it. In case she comes back. It's finally sinking in. She's not coming back. Nothing in this cabin will ever change again unless it's by my hand.
Well, that's true. Maybe you want to do
I
something.
haven't got any bulbs on me, and I didn't bring any tools. Wait, what am I thinking? Why am I worrying about a stupid lamp?
We don't have any more light bulbs.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things.
Really? Says the guy who does poetry or
It
something?
was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction.
Sublunary. Wow. Sublunary. I don't know
She
what that
cared
is.
more for this plant than she cared for me. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Because that's what the game wants me
Just
to
a
do.
book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now?
There's tons of answers to that, but
Too
you're
upset
too...
to even
yeah.
think straight.
You said it yourself. Too upset to even think straight.
The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry even.
What, are they bloodstains?
Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. I hate her so much. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it. I told her the rug was fine work, like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it? All of these pathetics. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Well, is there anything in here?
Feels darker by the minute, but the sun is still high in the sky.
I think it's getting darker, actually.
Or is it? I feel so turned around. It can't be happening.